go back now to our next conversation. We see the price of sardines has skyrocketed. In 2010, a can of sardine was priced between 120 naira and 150 naira. Today, a can of sardine costs roughly 600 to 700 naira, with some stores charging as much as 800 naira per can, and is gradually approaching the 1,000 naira mark. Well, let's bring in Victoria Momo now. Tell us what's going on. Great to have you. Yeah, so that 1,000 naira mark, it doesn't look good. It looks like a lot of people are gonna, or I'm sure they've already stopped buying sardines at this point.
Yes. So sardines are, long consumed and, cherished as a major, source of nutrients. And it's like the favorite breakfast menu for many Nigerian families, you understand, irrespective of the status. And, it can be eaten as a quick snack. A vast majority of Nigerians could actually afford a can of sardine. But today, the sardines are in between unaffordable and expensive for many Nigerians. Many Nigerians across the socio-economic classes, and this is due to the price hike of the commodity. And this has, kept it off the tables of many Nigerian families. A major reason for the hike of this sardine is foreign exchange scarcity, which has triggered the depreciation of Naira by, about 32% year to date. Nigeria is the largest importer of sardines, from countries like Morocco and Indonesia. So the inability of manufacturers to access foreign exchange, from the official market to purchase this commodity, has made them to turn to the parallel market, which is quite expensive, you understand, to get the commodity. And this increase in cost is being transferred to consumer in terms of high prices, in addition to other rising costs of the importers, such as the import duty, cost of haulages, which have all filtered into the price of sardine. And many Nigerians have actually found a way, to deal with the price hike of sardines, by cutting down the quantities that they consume, switching to other cheaper brands, and even going as far as opting for dried fish or smoked fish, as a replacement for sardine, as a protein to their regular diet.
Yeah, it's been a while. I had sardines. I know I normally like it in my salad, but I've not had that in a while now. But we have a large array of fishes, of the species, fish species in Nigeria. We have water, everywhere. Why don't we, produce this particular species in Nigeria?
Okay, so Nigeria has the environment that supports the farming of different species of fish, including sardines. But ideally, importation of this fish is not even supposed to happen in the first place, and considering the fact that we have these resources and potential of our fish industry to meet the demand of sardines. On the other hand, the aquaculture industry is actually growing, has grown over the years, but then there are technical immaturity and limitations to the species of fish that are being produced. And the country is struggling to, diversify the species of fish being produced, and this has triggered the importation of sardines into the country. And this importation of sardines is actually denting the country's foreign exchange.
Right, and I know Morocco, they are one of the biggest exporters of canned sardines, notably the Titus brand. What can we learn from them?
Okay, so aside the fact that Morocco has a very, massive fish resource, including other, factors and other coastal regions that would enable the production of fish, particularly the sardine, Titus sardine, they also have openness to international markets that give them this competitive edge. In addition to that, there are extensive fishery production capacity, and also the good production reputation they have of the famous Titus sardine, as well as other good policies that are being initiated by the government of the country to boost aquaculture. So some take home for Nigeria in that regard is that we have to adopt policies in order to boost the aquaculture, specifically species diversification, so we don't import all of those commodities into the country. In addition to that, we should also mitigate, the level of pollution in the regions across the country. For example, the Niger Delta area is known to battle with the lingering issue of, oil spillage and pollution, and that is not like a favorable environment for fishes to thrive and other aquatic life in general. Also, the country should invest in sardine production, with the view of expanding the production capacity in order to meet the high demand for sardines in the country, so that we can actually save more foreign exchange and earn more revenue, especially now that the country is facing a revenue crunch.
Yeah, I guess another one added to the list of things we need to stop importing. Thank you so much, Victoria Momo, Research Analyst, Financial Derivatives Company.
Thank you very much for having me, Lad.
All right, now, so...